Why, hello there. My name is Professor Flagellum. A eukaryotic cell has a plethora of organelles that operate like a well-oiled machine. First, there is the...
But Professor Flagellum, I don't understand.
Oh, my dear child, I shall explain this to you in the simplest form I know. Here we have the eukaryotic cell, as you will see in an animal.
Yay!
As we start our journey into the cell, we first come across the plasma membrane. The job of the plasma membrane is to protect the cell, and it regulates the passage of materials in and out of the cell.
This seems familiar. Are membranes made of phospholipids?
Why, yes, they are. Now, let's see. Where are we? Oh, here we are, in the center of the cell, which is where we have the nucleus. The nucleus is one of the most important organelles in the cell. The nucleus is surrounded by a membrane called the nuclear envelope. This membrane is protein-lined, and it controls materials going in and out of the nucleus. Sort of like a barricade at a concert that keeps the fans from getting to the bands, but allows the security to give them water. The nucleolus now, not to be confused with the nucleus, is made up of RNA, which is used to form ribosomes. Now, back to the nucleus. The nucleus directs protein synthesis and also contains DNA, also known as deoxyribonucleic acid, which cannot leave the nucleus.
DNA. What's that?
DNA, my dear child, is what makes you you. There are only 4 types of protein in DNA, but it makes up a combination so that yours is unique to no one but yourself.
Really? So my DNA is close to a cat's or my best friend's? Weird.
Yes, however, your DNA is more like a monkey's than a cat. But you get the idea. Now, RNA, on the other hand, carries your genetic information, that be your DNA, and copies it into thin strands to bring it throughout your cell, to tell your cells what proteins to make.
What's a protein?
A protein is made up of amino acids that link together to form muscle tissue, organs, and many more. Proteins are made in ribosomes, which are located outside of the nucleus in the rough ER, and they also float around in the cytoplasm. Next, there is mitochondria. Mitochondria makes a chemical energy called ATP out of sugars.
I love sugar!
Moving on to the endomembrane system. This contains the Golgi apparatus, plasma membrane, and the endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, vacuoles, and the nuclear envelope.
Whoa, that's a lot to remember.
Oh, no, my dear child, I promise you shall know all of this by the end of my lesson. Let us start off with the Golgi apparatus. Now, the Golgi apparatus gathers substances made by the rough endoplasmic reticulum to modify and distribute the substances. Think of it like a stack of pancakes.
I love pancakes!
Yes, yes, who doesn't? Now, back to the animal cell, please.
Oh, all right.
Now, the rough endoplasmic reticulum is made up of 2 different parts, the rough ER and the smooth ER. The rough ER makes membranes and also produces proteins. Ribosomes like to attach themselves onto this organelle. The smooth ER breaks down toxins and synthesizes lipids.
Whoa, that's really helpful.
Yes. Now, let's move to lysosomes, my personal favorite. Lysosomes are your digestive enzymes. They eat a glucose mixture and are made by rough ER. These organelles break down food, damaged organelles, and foreign particles.
Like a recycling center.
Now, from alongside lysosomes, there are vesicles. Vesicles transport materials to different organelles and are made in the rough ER. Now, not to be confused with a vesicle, is a vacuole. Vacuoles store water, nutrients, and wastes.
I'm not going to remember those are different.
Oh, with a bit of studying, you'll get it. Now, here's an easy one. See where everything is inside?
Yeah.
Well, that's called the cytoplasm. It is in between the outer membrane and the nucleus. See, I told you it was easy.
Woo! Yeah!
Lastly, we have the cytoskeleton. Now, the cytoskeleton is made up of protein fibers. They act like a skeleton to the cell. It provides structure to the cell, like beams inside of a building.
That's it? Yay! Bye!
Yes, so until next time, this is Professor Flagellum signing off.
So what you doing? Can you say bloopers?
No.
Don't. Oh my god, Martin, you better not.
Damaged organelles point to the damaged organelle. Or and foreign particles.
These two form ribosomes. Now back to the nucleus. The nucleus directs protein synthesis out. And also contains DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which cannot leave the nucleus. It also contains RNA, which can leave the nucleus.
Science!
Yes, it's starting.
David Allen's over.
I can cut this out.
Science!
There's mitochondria.
Smooth.
That actually really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Distribute the substances. Not out. You're in the way. You have to move out of the way. Alex, get out of the way. Fibers, they act like a skeleton to raise the roof, to support the cell, provide structure to squid. I'm a squid.